I have just finished filming my Advent leftovers pattern video and watching Vlogmas for tomorrow. And with that, I am like done with work for the day. Really, really early, which is super exciting. So yeah, I'm going to Bliss this afternoon in a couple of hours. Right now, Kent is cooking up something delicious for lunch. I thought I just heard like an alarm or something. Anyway, let's open up today's Advents. Happy day 21, by the way. Let's start with Elf. This is an interesting color. This is from Brine Dye Works, and it's called Gimbal Celebrates the Holidays with Shades of Gold. Super pretty. My little antler is sticking out. I called it We Are Going Into Blue. Also, I really, really like this stitch marker. Look at all the different colors in it. It's so cool. Last night, I started working on today's square. I just couldn't help it. I really wanted to crochet on my squares. And so I started another one and I am almost done. I have like a round and a half left to go. My gosh, connected so many things in that bag. This one was, I think, one that gave me trouble the first time that I did it. I just like could not get the pattern repeat in my head, but now I'm having no problem with it, which makes me wonder if maybe it wasn't this one that I was having trouble with. Either way, I am enjoying it so much. I should be done with it during my lunch break, which I guess is now going to be not really a lunch break. It's just going to be the end of my workday, pretty much. So that kind of brings me into thinking about what I want to bring to Bliss this afternoon. Usually when I go out to knit or crochet, I like to bring with me something that maybe I wouldn't otherwise work on. And there's been a project that I have been needing to work on that I have not had the motivation to do. And I think going to this knit night is just the motivation I need. I'll talk more about that later. Let's go see what Kent's cooking. You gonna turn off your copyrighted music? Oh, you already put it in a bowl.
It's already all done.
What'd you make?
I don't really know. It's only found on the internet. It has beans and sausage and spinach.
Looks delicious.
We shall see.
Thank you. All right, so here is my issue. Ta-da! My Salty Day sweater. So I haven't really talked about this since I tried this on like day 4 or 5 after I did a final block on it. And I had two things that were making me not so happy with it. One is that the sleeves are really, really long. They're supposed to be long. I even added length to get them this long, but I don't like it. So I know for sure I am going to be shortening the sleeves. What I need to do though, because of this patterning, is I actually need to take back the whole cuff and all of this lace so I can shorten it in this ribby section. So I kind of just need to go, okay, how much in total length do I want to take off? And then figure out how many rows that is. Then I will feed a needle through that row and I will just rip everything back and re-knit it. Now, the other thing that I wasn't too sure about was the length on the body, and everyone had some really helpful suggestions. A lot of you said that it looks totally fine, don't mess with it. Some of you said maybe I can try like a split hem, which I think would be really good. Maybe in future sweaters, I'm going to keep that in mind because I always forget about a split hem and just how helpful that is on my shape. Again, I have a bust that is, I don't know, my measurements kind of vary, but basically my bust is about 10 to 12 inches smaller than my hips. And so if I do something that fits my bust or gives my bust a bunch of positive ease, I don't have any down here on my hips if it is long. That's why I've really been favoring cropped things lately. But anyway, I don't think I'm going to change it. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to let it kind of like scoot up and scrunch up and be comfortable. Oh, sorry, I forget you can't see me all the way. If I do want to change this at some point in the future, it's still changeable, but I think I'm just going to leave it for now and really just focus on the sleeves, which are the main thing that is bothering me. So I'm just going to leave the sweater on like for a minute or two and just kind of like let it kind of settle into my body, because I feel like when you wear something, it changes slightly over time. Of course, I'm not going to be able to give it the like days and weeks of wear that may eventually change it, but I can at least give it a little bit of time to just see where I want to actually take my sleeves back. I've been told that this one is going to be tricky, or that you just didn't really even know what it was. Mostly well, actually, it's one color. It's a solid.
Blue.
Nope.
Pink.
Yes.
Okay.
Is blue your genuine first guess, or are you trying to throw me off?
It was blue or pink was my first guess.
Blue or pink? Is it a song lyric?
I think it's spoken in a song.
Okay, so it's like a line from the movie.
Yes.
And blue or pink makes sense because of the character that says it?
Yeah.
Who says it?
I can't tell you that.
Is it the teacup? Is it Mrs. Potts?
Nope.
Is it Chip?
It's Chip.
Okay. Chip. What does Chip say? Is this you said it's during a song?
It's during a song.
But not Tale as Old as Time?
No.
We're in a new song.
We're in an old song.
Old song. Oh, from Be Our Guest, Be Our Guest. Oh. What song does he say something in?
In between the two.
In between Be Our Guest and Tell Us All This Time? Oh,
yeah.
The one where they're like falling in love?
Yes.
Something More?
Something There.
Something There? I always call it Something More. Does he say like, why doesn't anyone... No, he says something. He like asks a question. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I can like picture him saying this.
Here, I'll give you the line right before it, if that'll help.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There may be something there that wasn't there before.
It's from the song.
That's yeah, the whole thing's from the song.
Oh man, I know I'm gonna know this as soon as you say it. He's like, "What is a something? What is love? What is?"
There may be something there that wasn't there before. What did kids say?
What's there?
Yeah, what's there?
What's there more?
Mm.
What's that mean? What's there?
What's like a baby's first word?
Mom. Mama.
Yeah.
What's there, Mama?
Yep. In my research for this, I also
she's
found...
like, you'll find out soon enough or something.
We'll tell you one day or something like that, or you'll know one day. In my research to find this, figure out what this was from, I found a video I'll show you right now that I can't show you. I tried to show it to you. Sorry, you guys will never know.
Well, is it from the movie?
No.
It's something silly?
Someone edited the movie.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Do we want to link it for people?
Sure.
Okay. I had a wonderful time at Bliss tonight. I have already gotten to the rib on my first sleeve redo, which is very promising. I am about to just have my tea and cookies for the night, and I'm probably going to read a little bit, so I should get at least a few more rows done and then finish up the sleeve tomorrow. And then I'm a little torn because I'm almost regretting ripping out my sleeve tonight. I feel like I should have gone and fixed the body first, because as I was trying this on tonight and showing people at Bliss and just getting their opinion on what they thought I should do for the body, get comfy or don't. I almost felt like maybe the sleeves were okay, and I really just needed to give more love and attention to the body and figure out how I like that and then see how I felt about the sleeves. But all in all, I do feel like the sleeves were too long. I'm just now worried I ripped out too much of the sleeve. I don't know. It's just so hard to decide, honestly. Like, it's just difficult. I'm just doing the best that I can with the knowledge that I have, which is how it feels on my body. So this sleeve, I took out 13 rows, and it is coming in. Wow, that makes it look a lot shorter. Is that right? Okay, yeah, that looks about right. So by the time I'm done with the sleeve, I will basically be to here on the original sleeve, and those were originally coming to like right here. So it will still be a longer sleeve than this one. This one's just like, when I stand up, it like barely touches my wrist, and these should come to about here, which I think should be perfect. Now, as far as the body goes, I got more people saying maybe do a split hem. I also had several people saying just to shorten it overall, which I am thinking about. I know I said earlier that I'm going to just leave the body as is, but like, I just don't feel good in it. I just don't feel happy in it. And I was looking more at the designer photos, and I realized that in a lot of them, she actually has the sweater kind of like tucked up a little bit. And so I just don't understand how I missed that before. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, you just don't really know how something is going to fit all the time until you make it. And now I'm going to be thinking like, okay, if something is long, I have to do something to it. I have to either shorten it or I need to like add a split hem to make me feel comfortable in it, because that's just the way that I like to wear my sweaters. But anyway, I'm feeling encouraged, and I'm really hoping that I can get this done in the next week. I feel like the sleeves I could totally like finish tomorrow, but then it's just a matter of figuring out what I want to do for the body, because I think I am going to do something for the body. If I do the split hem, I'm going to leave the length and reknit the ribbing, but not go down as small of a needle size. And if I crop it, I'm not really sure yet, because I feel like I don't want to like raise anyway. We can talk about that more tomorrow. Other exciting things tonight. So I went to Bliss hoping that I could get yarn to join my squares, and I brought my squares with me, but I really couldn't find something that I was looking for. Actually there was one color that I really liked, but there wasn't enough yarn. It was like a kind of a gray, beigey color, which is really what I'm looking for, kind of like a neons and neutrals sort of thing. There were a couple of other beautiful options, but they just weren't what I was looking for. I don't want to do black, I don't want to do gray, and I don't want to do white. I really want to find like this kind of warm, cool blend of a neutral, and I just didn't see any options there where there was enough yarn. So that was kind of a bummer, but I did get something, and this was not something I purchased at Bliss. This was something that the owner Deb had there, and she is loaning it to me. Isn't this cool? This is a blocking board for granny squares, which I am very excited about. Actually, one of my friends, Jessica, who also who works at Bliss, she was going to loan me hers. I might still take her up on that option. Maybe I can even block more at a time. But then Deb was like, I have mine here right now today. So I'm like, this is great. So it's got these metal pins, and I will show you this when I actually use it, but you put them in the pegs, and then you can just like slide your granny squares, your damp granny squares on there, and block all of them to the same size. It's going to save me some time and also some space. As you can see, she's not used it yet, but she's letting me use it. But everything goes up on a little stand like that, which I guess you could block them that way. I feel like we'll see how that holds. But also for storage, it's very handy. And then there's like a little space for your pins. Very cool. I don't know where she got it from, but I'm going to try it out, and I don't know. I don't know if I will end up getting one myself, maybe in the future when I have more space. And then the one other thing I got, I believe this is maybe something from Bliss. I know that they sell this brand there, but This is not something that I purchased today. This was actually gifted to me from somebody named Maddie, who is also somebody that I would consider a friend now at Bliss. And she told me a couple of weeks ago when I saw her that she had some yarn, some pink yarn that she just knew she wasn't going to work with. And she thought that I might like it and showed me a picture, and I thought it was really cute. And she brought it to me tonight, and I have 8 skeins of this amazing yarn. The color is just a really good pink, and then it has these fun little flecks of like green and red and yellow. The colorway is called Andean Flamingo, and it is Miss Bab's Cupcake, which I've never seen before. So that was a really, really generous gift. So I will probably be making a sweater with that at some point in the future. Actually, this could be really cute. Maybe if it's the right, let's see, what is the gauge on this? It says worsted, so I guess it probably wouldn't work for a traveler, but I feel like it could make a really cute pullover sweater in something like a simple texture like this. So yeah, a semi-success as far as things that I needed at Bliss tonight, but I still don't have my joining yarn. So I've got to figure that out. If I want to try to go to another store or if I want to just order something online, I don't know, but I want to pick something really soon because I want to be able to join my blanket squares when I finish them in a few days. So I think that means I probably need to go in person to another yarn store and try to find something and just hope that I can find at least 3 skeins of fingering weight yarn in a color that will be a spotlight for my squares. Okay, I'm gonna go get my tea, or I'm gonna go get ready for bed, and then I'm gonna go get my tea and cookies, and I am gonna go to sleep early. I lost my train of thought. That's it for today. Good night.